as a Babylonian. Everywhere I go, I see the stress in the ghetto. I see the youth, them a struggle with no foundation. The city streets have no love for the children. Just look with your eyes and you'll see that love has no place in Babylon. Cause in this world, even the strong are go down. So I cry, oh Jah, give I the strength to carry on the fight, carry on the fight. Oh Jah, give I the power to make it through the night. Oh Jah, give I the strength upon my enemies. Oh Lord, Jah Jah watching over me. I cry, oh Lord, Jah Jah watching over me. Jaja watching over me now. My body must struggle in a tribulation. Innocent life taken without no reason. Everywhere I go, nothing changing at the ghetto. I see the youth, them a struggle with no foundation. But I know Jah.
Hey, what's up, my brothers and sisters? Welcome in for another episode of the podcast. So, just to give you guys a little update about what's going on with the podcast. Hope you guys have been enjoying the music that I've got for the intros and the outros. Some conscious music, you understand, people? Some powerful music there. I hope you get the message from the songs that I'm playing. So, I discussed it with one of my top supporters and he agreed with me. So from here on, I'm going to be playing the whole of the track or letting it play out for much longer to set a vibe for the podcast, you understand? But if there's a topic that we get into and it requires a lot more time to break it down, of course, we'll shorten the time on the intro music. But yeah, people, for the shorter episodes, we're going to be running the rhythm all the way through. So love, peace and respect to all my people. And of course, if you want to get straight to the juicy part, I'll leave a skip to this time on your screen. So when you guys are looking at your phone on the anchor screen and it may say episode 10 part 1, it will now say episode 10 intro music, skip to 2 minutes in for the truth. So peace, people. Let's move on. Tune in for the vibes and tune in for the truth. Let's burn down Babylon, people. On to the episode. So I don't have too much to say today, but I'm going to give it to you guys and I wanted to share it with you. It's a man who has written a brief letter and he posted it online on Reddit. Couldn't find it on Reddit, so I've screenshotted it and I've got it saved. But it's about a man who describes his experience of life before and taking the vaccine, of what his life's like after, you know? So I'm going to read it to you guys, I'm going to break it down. So let's get to it. Bear with me, people, I'm just trying to find the photo. Alright, here we are. So, posted it to Reddit, 2021, September the 13th, via John Stone. I don't know how else to put this. I've had my second dose of Pfizer 2 weeks ago, and I've become convinced there is something in these vaccines that cuts people off from their spirit. That's just the first intro paragraph. And yeah, people, what he's saying right there is God's truth. It's the whole point of it. They want to come into your body and separate man from the creator. Literally. touching up his DNA and changing God's work. You know how they're doing it. So yeah, we're going to go on to the next paragraph now. This guy says, it's like my consciousness has been leashed and life... You have to excuse, there's a few type errors in here, so just bear with me. It's like my consciousness has been leashed and life has normed the volume down real. How I had an intense spiritual awakening about 2 years ago, triggered by Sykes, and it's like all the connection I earned or attained had been erased. I think there is some kind of evil alien tech. I'm not even joking. Like Law of One, Orion type shit. So yeah, people, he's still busting it out. He's telling us the truth without even knowing it, you know what I'm saying? So he can feel what's going on. Like I say to you people, when you put this stuff in your body, a lot of the time, your body's going to tell you, you made a mistake, you shouldn't have put this in. So it looks like that's what we're reading right here. So continuing from that sentence. To stop us ascending, whatever that means. And it did say in the script, it said that whoever takes the mark of the beast is damned. So he just said here, to stop us from ascending. So that could possibly be what it means. Continuing. I can't describe the change in my awareness. I struggle to believe in myself, like my mode of operation has been changed. I'm lucky I'm even conscious of it, because I feel like most people aren't really in touch with spirit, true, continuing, and wouldn't notice anything wrong, which is also true. A lot of these people that have had the mark of the beast don't believe in God and don't believe in a spirit and a soul and feelings. So yeah, they went down that road, and that road led them to nothing but deception and pain. So carrying on. I feel like most people aren't really in touch with spirit and wouldn't notice anything wrong. For me, this is hell. And I know some of you know what I'm talking about when I say I feel like I've betrayed my soul's mission. It's like there is no forgiveness for me. I've failed, and I've allowed myself to fail knowing something was wrong. I didn't have faith. Part of me thinks I did this on purpose because my connection was so painful, but nothing is worse than this. I'd rather be suffering. I can no longer. And it goes on, people, as well. Let's go on to the next paragraph. I can no longer feel empathy or deep emotion, heartfelt emotion. You know that thing in your chest where you feel physically, not intellectually. It's gone. No love. No happiness, no sadness, no anger, no anything, no compassion. Transcended myself in meditation, feeling infinity, God and the like I've been reduced to my 5 senses, and even those have been diminished. Continuing. Feel my intuition at all. No gut feelings whatsoever. It's like I'm completely blind. Feel music, art, food, be passionate about anything. Have motivation for anything. I don't even feel hungry or tired. This guy is definitely an NPC. This guy is a robot now. You see what I'm saying, people? Continuing. I feel nothing. Not a numbness. Not a disassociation. I've had both, but a straight up lack. A severance to speak that animates our inner lives. Lucid dreams, astral product, even feel my energetic body at all. It's like it is dissipated. Sleep properly at all, and when I do, it's like I can't enter a deep sleep or as sleep as I used to. So that's some truth right there, because you see, people, the soul, when you go into sleep, that has something to do with the soul, you understand what I'm saying? You're going into a different sense of consciousness, and the whole point of that vaccine is to come in between those two. So this guy right here, he's telling you what he's experiencing. He says, sleep properly at all, and when I do, it's like I can't enter as deep sleep as I used to. So yeah, breathe or yawn as deeply as I used to, which may seem unrelated, but breath equals prana equals life force. You get me? Thanks. So yeah, that's truth again. The breath is the life force. The death comes from the lack of oxygen. And there's a final bit. Life force should get me thanks. Basically, I feel like a bot. This is what we're talking about, people. This is what we're breaking it down. This guy's telling you exactly the truth. Even though he's blind to it, you know? And he's blind to it for many reasons. If anyone knows anything about this or how to reverse it, I've seen all the shit about fun vax and whatever. If this is science, it has to be reversible somehow. Hopefully, if I don't take boosters and work on my connection, I might be able to improve it. If anyone has been through the same or knows anyone who has, DM me. I had an extremely strong intuition. Last one I felt telling me I would basically die if I took this dose. But my mother is weak spot and I caved to her. Doesn't help that I'm financially dependent on her, etc. But honestly, I should have become homeless rather than do this. Now I'd rather become homeless than ever take a booster shot. There is no life without love, and yet that is the life I'm now living. So yeah, if anyone had their doubts about the vax, here is my theory on what it does based on personal experiences. So that's it, people. It's a bit of a madness, but we're going to go into it a little bit deeper now. Alright now, people, we're going to have a second look at this guy's letter and see what he's got for us. So he mentioned at the start, he says, I think this is some kind of evil alien tech. And he's right. Who are the aliens, people? The aliens are the fallen angels. Who made the vaccine? Who's responsible for it? The fallen angels. Who's responsible for all the fuckery in this place? The fallen angels. Understand? So this guy's right. He even says, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking personally, people. I'm telling you straight, just the same way this guy's telling you straight. You know what I mean? So what else did this guy mention? He also mentioned about how he previously had a relationship with God. And that since this has happened, he's lost that relationship with God. And let me tell you something, people, yeah? That is unheard of. That's something that doesn't happen. When a man finds God, that's it. Full stop. There is no more finding. That's it. It's done. Job done. In order for a man to find God and lose him, in order for that to happen, there has to be some kind of fallen angel technology to separate that. Because that is not a real thing. You understand, people? That's a new thing. Yeah, people. Robot people in the masses. No joke. Let's see what else this guy said. Yeah, people. This guy also mentions about... He says... I say I feel like I've betrayed my soul's mission. And as you should know, people, that we're all just as capable as each other. We're all able to have the same knowledge and be on the same page as each other. God gave us a discernment, the ability to discern. He gave us the ability to say yes or no. He gave us the ability to think about things and to question things. You understand? So just remember, people, all the people that did take it, they didn't take it by accident. You understand? Don't underestimate God's plan. This is the time of revelation. You understand? A lot of things are going to be revealed. A lot of things are going to be different. So it's time to put your feet down and stand strong, people. This guy also goes on to say, if anyone knows anything about this or how to reverse it. So this guy's hoping that you can reverse it. But we already know what it is, people. It's self-replicating nanotechnology. Does that sound like something you can get rid of? I don't think so. So it's a big decision, people, when you make that decision whether you want to take that shot or not. And this guy's giving her the description, and he's saying the reason he took it is because of his mother. So people, you got to understand, it's like when the job says to you, if you don't take the vaccine, you're going to lose your job. You need to really consider that, people, and value your life. You understand, people, and value your soul. You know what I mean? Don't just sell out for this one job, because you can take that shot, and they can still fire you a couple months down the line. So look who's the fool then. Yeah, people, moving on. Alright, people, so here I've got a clip from YouTube, and it's the World Economic Forum. And we already know who they are. That's the World Health Organization. That's the world government. You understand? We know exactly who they are. So I thought it would be good just so you can hear it from them, themselves, hear it from the devil's mouth himself. And so I'm just going to cut it and I'm going to play you some parts. So listen up, people.
Into capitalists and proletariats. Now data is replacing machinery as the most important asset. And if too much of the data becomes concentrated in too few hands, humanity will split not into classes, it will split into species, into different species. Now, why is data so important? It's important because we've reached the point when we can hack not just computers, we can hack human beings and other organisms. There is a lot of talk these days about hacking computers and email accounts and bank accounts and mobile phones, but actually we are gaining the ability to hack human beings. Now, what do you need in order to hack a human being? You need two things. You need a lot of computing power and you need a lot of data. This is the big insight of the modern life sciences. That organisms, whether viruses or bananas or humans, they are really just biochemical algorithms. And we are learning how to decipher these algorithms. Now, when the two revolutions merge, when the infotech revolution merges with the biotech revolution, what you get is the ability to hack human beings. And maybe the most important invention for the merger of infotech and biotech is the biometric sensor that translates biochemical processes in the body and the brain into electronic signals that a computer can store and analyze. And once you have enough such biometric information and enough computing power, algorithms that know me better than I know myself, by authoritarian regimes, but also by democratic governments. The US, for example, is building a global surveillance system, while my home country of Israel is trying to build a total surveillance regime in the West Bank. But data might enable human elites to do something even more radical than just build digital dictatorships. By hacking organisms, elites may gain the power to re-engineer the future of life itself. Because once you can hack something, you can usually also engineer it. And if indeed we succeed in hacking and engineering life, this will be not just the greatest revolution in the history of humanity. This will be the greatest revolution in biology. Life, after being confined for 4 billion years to the limited realm of organic compounds, science may enable life to break out into the inorganic realm. So after 4 billion years of organic life shaped by natural selection, we are entering the era of inorganic life shaped by intelligent design. This is why the ownership of data is so important. Many politicians, at least, are like musicians. And the instrument they play on is the human emotional and biochemical system. A politician gives a speech and there is a wave of fear all over the country. A politician tweets and there is an explosion of anger and hatred. Now, I don't think we should give these musicians more sophisticated instruments to play on, of producing meaningful visions for the future. And instead, what they sell the public are nostalgic fantasies about going back to the past. And as a historian, I can tell you two things about the past. First of all, it wasn't fun. You wouldn't like to really go back there. And secondly, it's not coming back. So nostalgic fantasies really are not a solution. So who should own the data?
Right, I've had enough of that man now, let's get him off. You heard it from the devil yourself. You heard it from them telling you what's going on right now. And behind this man that's speaking, on the whiteboard or the projection screen that they have behind him, they had biotech. And that is the same thing it says on those papers that you get before you take the vaccine. It says right there in front of you, biotech. This guy's talking in 2018, this was filmed. He's talking about biotech in 2018, and a few years down the line, they now come to you and show you biotech with a vaccine. Now, would it be a smart decision to take that injection? I don't think so. Yeah, people, it's not a joke when I said the Matrix decoded. I said that for a reason. So before they even come out with this pandemic, before they even come out with this psyop, yeah, they come out, boom, right in front of you, COVID-19. And if you've been paying attention, and you know how they work, you know how the devil works, you can read the numbers, you understand? COVID-19, what's 19 in numerology? 1 is the first letter, so that's A. I is the 9th letter, so that's I. So you've got COVID, A-I. That's it, people. It's decoded right there for you. That's exactly what's going on, and it's happening right now. So time to stand with God. You understand? You either want to be in God's kingdom, or you want to be on earth with the fallen angels. Time to pick your side, people. The devil will never surprise you. He will always give you a warning and a telltale sign before it even happens. Like that Illuminati card game we spoke about previously. Even one of the card games in that game shows you that they show everything in plain sight before they even reveal it. So yeah, people. Don't let this guy tell you about 8 billion years ago. He's one of them, so fuck that guy. And if you heard what he was saying, this is 2018, remember? He was talking about how everybody wants us to go back to the past. And he was saying we're not going back to the past. And this is before the world so-called changed and everything changed. You understand, people? So you got to pay attention to what they show you before it comes to light. Yeah. We have to watch out for the signs and always stay a few steps ahead. Always, people. Yeah, people. Another great episode. Going to be wrapping this one up now. Just want to let you guys know that I'm taking a little time off. I hope you all stay blessed. And if you'd like to support me, the Cash App is in the description. Please leave us a message. Feel free to listen to the previous episodes and take in all the information there. I enjoy listening to them myself. The truth must be told, people. God bless everyone. Catch me soon.
Enter into this world. So don't you be fooled by no misunderstandings. In this world, even the conscious survive. So I try, oh God, give out the strength to carry